Hello, welcome to the queue. Filming disaster. Somehow I lost or deleted the video of Germany turn 15.1 Operation RCT. I do have my sound test here, which is important because it shows my buy. Um, and I always do a little sound test with goofiness. Um, but that's all I have. That's the only video I have. So they had 75 to spend. You can see I've got 2 infantry, 2 militia. We're lend-leasing a medium armor to the Spanish Republicans. No, not the Republicans. We don't want that. The Nationalists. Advanced sub. We got our free fort for the Atlantic Wall. Paris gets 2 fighters. We're finishing the air base in Normandy. 2 infantry in Warsaw, and then finally a fighter and a heavy strategic bomber. And that's the buy. And I don't know what happened. We did roll our tech, and it was a good roll. We succeeded on construction, artillery, and medium armor. So we're at this part of it's new on the armor or the artillery. Armor went up 1 and the construction went up 1. And moving on to what we did combat wise, we moved 2 advanced subs into A35. We had a 1 with the first sub, 5 with the second sub. We left these 2 here in A20, the coastal sub and the advanced sub. The advanced sub got a 5. We had moved the seaplane and the bomber on map into A21. Didn't get to roll the dice because both convoy lines were maxed out. The other combat, we came here and we, because the African Corps ignores the desert penalties, the medium armor blitzed into Tunis and into southern Algeria. There were 3 units there for the Allies, which was 2 infantry and artillery. We killed those. They took 2 of ours away. So crazy. Then the 2 fighters that were here in Tripolitania that were in that attack just landed here in western Algeria. There was a heavy bomber in Tripolitania. It came down 1, 2, 3, 4, bombed this factory in Italian Somaliland for 5, and then went 1, 2, 3, and is now in Belgian Congo. I had 2 strategic bombers, 1 in Romania, 1 in southern Ukraine. They both flew to Stalingrad, bombed it, and then they had 4 left each one, and they went back to southern Ukraine. They only did 5 damage with 4 dice. We had our huge force here in Donetsk Kuban. We had a strategic redeployment, only the light armor did not get the message, and it went into North Caucasia and took that over for Germany. That's our gasp. There, they will soon be crushed. Everyone else fell back. And that's it for combat, I believe. Yeah, that was pretty much it. We only really rolled dice for the convoying, bombing, and then southern Algeria. What I can't recall is what I railed. I railed from Italy an anti-aircraft gun up into Lubelski. I had an airborne here in central Romania that railed to western Germany. An infantry in Picardy railed to Netherlands. And I'm trying to really think what that 3rd or that 4th rail was. Oh, it was the medium armor that railed from Lubelski to Paris. So that's my strategic rails. I had a strategic naval move. This transport that was in A12 came up 1, 2, grabbed the Marine from Trongeldad, 3, 4, and went in port here in western Germany and dropped that Marine off in western Germany. Movement-wise, other movement. I switched out the 7th Panzer from Paris to Normandy. None of the units moved other than the 2 fighters that were in Normandy, or were in Paris. They went to Normandy. 2 fighters from northern Italy went to Normandy. This fighter was in Rome. It went to northern Italy. The infantry from France went into northern Italy. Trying to think what else transpired. Oh, these 2 airborne and 2 air transport, they were in central Romania. They went to Normandy. So I'll do a recap of everything here. I think that's it. All the stuff from Donetsk, Kuban moved back into southern Ukraine. There was 2 infantry and 2 mechs in Turidia. The infantry went back to southern Ukraine. The 2 mechs, advanced mechs, went to western Ukraine. There was 2 infantry in Donetsk, Kuban that railed within Russia, and they railed to western Ukraine. And hopefully that gets you what transpired. We did build 2 infantry in Romania, 2 infantry in Warsaw. We built a militia in western Algeria, a militia in southern France. We built 2 fighters in Paris, a fighter and that heavy strategic bomber in western Germany, and this advanced sub in A-29. We finished the air base in Normandy. We placed our fort in A-23 sea zone of Netherlands, and we delivered our Lend-Lease from Bavaria through the rail system into Basque Country. And that's pretty much it. So I don't know what to say about the filming there or what happened to the video, but here is the recap of where things are now. Though the last thing is our Raider here moved from, I forget where it was, P67 over here to P75. So it's still on Raider status in P75. We have a regular strategic bomber in Belgian Congo. We have in southern Algeria 2 motorized, 2 artillery, 1 medium armor, 1 infantry. Western Algeria has a militia, an Italian motorized, and 2 fighters. We have in A-35 2 advanced subs, A-29 an advanced sub, A-20 advanced sub, coastal sub. In Normandy is a militia, seaplane, medium bomber, 4 fighters, tactical bomber, 2 air transports, 2 airborne, 4 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft guns. Paris is 3 infantry, 1 militia, 1 artillery, 1 self-propelled artillery, 1 medium armor, 2 fighters. Picardy is 2 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 1 militia. Western Germany, 1 marine, 2 militia, or 2 airborne, 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 3 fighters, 1 heavy strategic bomber. Netherlands is 2 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 1 militia. We have a militia in southern France, Alsace, Aquitaine, Belgium, Denmark, 2 in Belgium or Berlin, 1 in Königsberg. Southern Norway is militia, airborne, medium armor. Northern Norway is an infantry militia, Lapland infantry militia, southern Finland militia. Our whole fleet, which is 2 battleships, 2 destroyers, 1 coastal defense ship, 1 torpedo boat destroyer, is in port in western Germany, which is what, CA-10. 2 infantry in Warsaw, 2 infantry in central Romania. Yugoslavia is a motorized militia. Northern Italy is 4 infantry, 1 fighter. Rome is anti-aircraft gun, 2 cavalry, 1 infantry. Western Ukraine, 2 infantry, 2 advanced mech. Southern Ukraine is 2 infantry, 3 self-propelled artillery, 1 militia, 3 advanced mech, 1 panzer grenadier, 5 medium armor, 2 strategic bombers. Bessarabia is an infantry. North Caucasia is a light armor. In Lubelsky is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 infantry, 3 artillery, 1 motorized, 3 advanced mech, 2 self-propelled artillery, 1 anti-aircraft gun, 4 panzer grenadiers, and I think that's it. Oh, that's the sub here, the regular sub that was an M4, and the combat moved out, so it wouldn't be a combat. Moved up 1, 2 to M5, and that was a filming disaster. So next up will be Russia. We're going to take a break. Next week we got 3 of 5 players that are going to be out of town for 5 to 7 days. So Russia and Japan will probably get their turns out this weekend sometime, and then we'll be back the day after Labor Day.